Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. We're back on Saxony, and I'm feeling a little bit better than I did whenever I did the last episode. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of out of it. We're going to go on and continue on. We were doing a little bit of science, as you remember, so let me jump out there and figure out what it was I was doing. Now, I had this field is plowed, and I fertilized it. And now I am going to finish doing the cultivating. There's that plane. See, there's no plane. Just a shadow. What? It's weird. All right, well, anyway, let's get going here. I'm wasting time. Let's start this guy up. Put the cultivator down. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and hire this worker here and let him go. I don't know why I have this on. Let me turn it off. Here we go. Turn that off. We're going to let him go. In the meantime, I did have a field that I was finishing up on. Was it this one? I think it is. Yeah, just the tail end of the corn we've got to pick up here. So let's drive this guy. And then we're going to go find our combine. Our coin boin. The old coin boin. Which is someplace. There it is. All right, let's get him started. I don't need this course. I'm just going to run it out. So let's get him started and just run him out to the end. Oh, is he full? He's full. Wow, that was quick, wasn't it? I got, what, 5 feet? All right, get this out and wait for the truck. Which is going to evidently be a while. All right, moseying on. Oh, I tell you what I was going to do. I need to purchase what? Let's see. Animal stuff. Oh my gosh, do I have it? That's pig food. This is manure. Let's get this one. We're going to get this one. I'm going to make it brownish, though, because it's for poo-poo. And rim color's brown, I guess, because it's for poo-poo. And then let's buy that, do that, set, and back, and back, and back. All right, now this is a mod of my own design because I'm too lazy to pick poo up. So let's go find it. Hopefully it still works. I haven't used this in a long time. And I have to figure out where to put the poo. I'm hoping that it goes in the full silo. Uh-oh, you know what happened? My controller just ran out of battery. Let me put a new battery in it. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That didn't really take too long. I couldn't figure out why the thing was stopping. I said, what did I do, run out of gas? Well, in a way, I guess I did. And that girl just walked right through that bar that comes down. The crossing bar. Oh, wow. Guy flies through our farm, doesn't he? Well, I'm going to grab some poo and figure out where I can put it. I just want to store it. I'm actually hoping I can store it in a silo, but I don't know if I can or not. Alright, alright. Jeez, look how much poo we got already. Okay, so we're going to start this thing up. No, first you need to unfold it. Alright, we're going to unfold this. Then we're going to start it up. The unfolding is just to open that little scoop up there. Isn't that weird? And then, let's see, we need to, let's see, how does it lower? Oh, that doesn't do it. How does it lower? I thought it did, is it with the mouse? It is with the mouse. Okay, so it's running. Let's see if we can pick up some poo-poo. Is it working? It's not working. Why is it not working? Is it even running? That's not going to work. Let's see, how do you fix this? A right mouse button, we're going to fix that. Now it's left control delete. Do that. Is it running? Okay, now it's running. Was it running before? That I don't know. There it goes. Okay, don't get too much. I just want a little bit for testing purposes. And then find out where we can store this. We've got the manure we can use for several different things, so I do want to store it. I don't necessarily want to sell it right now. That's storage for the lime. This is storage for seeds. This is storage for... The hell did it just run over? Doesn't look like there's anything there. This is for fertilizer. And this storage is for grass. This is bale stuff, though. What is it hitting? That's weird. Looks like it's got a catch and to get along there. Alright, let's see if this will actually go in the main storage. I hope it does, because otherwise I gotta figure out something else to do with this stuff. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Manure is not accepted here. Now, I might be able to fix that. I may be able to go in and add it to this. So in the meantime, I just needed to know whether that was going to be an item or not. Good Lord. Oh, it's because I've got the thing to the ground, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for the time being. Poo's not a major thing, so let me just put this thing away. And what we'll do is I'll try to find storage for it. There's got to be storage someplace here. I know there's a place to sell. I know there's a place to take it to make fertilizer and stuff like that. I know that. It's on the map. I don't know. I believe it's down here by the air base and Field 51. There's a bunch of production down here. There's other production, I think, up here. The biogas plant might be able to do something there. I know you can sell it, but I got other things in mind right at the moment, and I need a place to store it. So that's what I'm working towards. Let's see if this is ready to mow, and we'll get working on that. Right. Okay. Field 9 mow grass. That's all I need. Let's drive the course. Watch this thing puff himself up. Whoa. He just rises to the occasion, doesn't he? Okay. Let's get on with it. That guy is full, I guess. Let's put that away. Start this thing up. Have to start the engine first. I thought it was running, but it was the truck I heard. And then we'll finish this guy off here. Yeah, I am not entirely sure if this fella can actually hold anymore. David Wires was doing something. He must have been maybe... He's not going to be able to carry this, I don't think. David might have been working the cultivator. Yeah, he's not taking any. Alright, he's not going to work. Well, okay, fine. Dandy. Dandy fine. So we're done with the cornfield. Cornfield is done. It's a race to get to the silo. I'm not sure if the truck's going to go faster once it gets off the road. I guess I could turn this... Is this thing running? How come I can't turn this thing off? What? Don't shut that. Don't shut that. No, 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 no. Alright, hang on. I can't remember what the heck it did. Pipe out, fold harvester. Not fold harvester. And turn harvester and noble strawberry, maybe fold header. Fold header, that's what I want to do. Fold header. And then turn that off. And now, he should be able to drive faster. I couldn't get it turned off, and I don't know why. It's usually harder to turn it on than it is to turn it off. You turn it off by just yelling at it, mean and nasty, and it turns them off. If you talk sexy to them, that turns them on. Well, I don't know. That's what I've been told. I may be mistaken. Maybe they were talking about women. I can't recall. Whoa! All right, let's see if we can get the pipe out and reach over across this railroad track before a train comes. Yeah, that's not going to work. The pipe is longer than I thought. There we go. I'm either going to get hit by a train, or I'm going to get hit by that truck coming around behind me. Oh, don't do that. He's just showing off now. Look what I can do. I think we're all done harvesting. I don't think there's anything else to harvest, so let's just sidle this guy up in here and shut him down. All right, let's get back. This guy's done. So let's get him started. There goes the plane again. What the heck was that? Something just fell off my desk. I'll have to find it later. I don't know what it was. Okay, I didn't notice that it hadn't finished here, so let's do that. Alright, lower it. Not put it away, lower it. And then drive just a little bit. Not very far. Right there should do it. Turn this thing off now. Okay. With the first field, we had 50% fertilized. Why is that not folding up? There it goes. With the first field, we had 50% fertilized, but what I did was I plowed first, I fertilized, and then I seeded. With this one, plowed first, fertilized, and then cultivated. I don't think it's going to make any difference, but let's just give it a shot. So this is 50% fertilized. We did cultivate. I don't know if that makes any difference. And then what we need to do is get rid of this, take our tractor, run over to the seeder, and we're now going to seed and fertilize a second time. The reason I don't think it's going to make any difference is because it's my understanding that the fertilization, the first time, you can fertilize anytime you want. The second time, it's only going to take effect if the growth stage of the seeding is in a new stage. So if you seed, you'll get a growth stage. Let's see here. So let's get over. Here's the growth stage. So it's growing, right? So the first stage is you plant the field, and the first stage is going to be this really yellowish color, right? It's kind of yellow green. Then there's a second stage of growth, which is a little bit greener. A third stage of growth, which is a little bit greener, and then the dark green is the last stage of growth. You have to hit the second one after a stage of growth. So the first one is the seeding, and then the second one you can then you can fertilize. Now, if you notice down here, these ends are light colored, which means they're still in the first stage. The middle part is in the second stage. I could fertilize now a second time in this area, but not on the ends. So I was hoping this would work a little bit different. Now, we're going to now try 7 and see what it does when we seed. I don't think it's going to make any difference is what I'm thinking, but I'm going to do it anyway. So this should be throwing fertilizer on there, but it isn't working. This is my theory, even though it says down here that it is. Look, down in the bottom here, it looks like I'm throwing fertilizer, doesn't it? Huh. Well, we'll check it out. Let's check it out. Here we have the first fertilizing that I did manually, and then we've got 100%. So there's our science right there. The cultivating made the difference. Cultivating made the difference. Alright, so since I cultivated, it's going to let me seed and do a second fertilizer, and I'm set to go. There we go. That's what I needed to know. Don't you love science? All right, now we know what to do. We're going to be not necessarily plowing. If a field doesn't need to be plowed, because I only have it set to plow every third harvest, if a field doesn't need to be plowed, then I need to fertilize. No, sorry. I need to fertilize, then I need to cultivate, and then I need to seed and fertilize again, in that order. Then I won't have to ever worry about, coming back and fertilizing a second time and finding out I waited too long. This should work. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. But that means that I probably purchased the wrong... wait a minute. Did I actually purchase that? Or did I lease that cultivator? Because what I should probably do is actually purchase the bigger cultivator. Not that that one's not a good size, but it's not modded. And the modded one, I think... do I? No, I don't even have a modded one. I might have to mod one myself. But it is bigger. So let me finish this field up. This should be all ready to go, 100%, blah, blah, blah. All we have to worry about now is the weeding. Indeed, weeding is the thing. Here's the thing, weeding is easy to see, though, because this game has such lovely weeds. Alright, so let's go to the shop, going to the garage, and we're going to go in and see if I actually leased that thing. Whoops, sorry, I need to be in leased items. I did lease it. Let's send it back. Let's return it. It's gone. Let's go back. And we're going to go to back again. Let's go back in here. Over this way. We're going to look for cultivators. And I'm going to lease this big one right here. I wish we could color it, because I'm going to have a hard time figuring out whether this is my plow or my cultivator. Because what they did was somebody took this cultivator and they turned it into a plow by modifying it. Tell you what, should I lease it? Or do I have money? I don't have enough money to buy it. I don't. I can lease it. Let me lease it, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just return it. And then I'll sell some stuff, and if it does work, I'll then purchase it at that time. In the meantime, though, I need to have something to pull it with. So, let's see. What is this? This is the lime guy. Okay. Let's borrow this tractor. God, that's the weirdest sound. An engine shouldn't sound that way. Oh, you know what I was going to do? Let's try this something here. I was going to try something. Alright, let's... Now, see, that worked. It was just the I key. Why wouldn't that work with the fertilizer? Really? Alright, I'm going to pick this stuff up later. Let me get rid of this. I made a heck of a mess here, didn't I? Okay, we're gonna go get the cultivator. I think I can get through this here field and cross the street without too much trouble. Indeed. I've been waiting to get some kind of slap down from Google over that video I made yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. Yeah, day before yesterday. I'm waiting because I badmouthed Google so bad. I was waiting to get a slap down. Uh-oh. I don't know if I can get through there. Whoa, hang on. Let me go this longer way and see if it's easier to get around. This looks wider, doesn't it? Okay. 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 All righty then. Let's see if I can get this thing to do its thing. I tell you what, I'm gonna do a course on this because it's awful wide, and I can't do this yet anyway. Hang on, let me fold this guy up. I have to fertilize first. That's the method, right? New method: fertilize first, cultivate, then seed and fertilize again. All right. So let's grab the fertilizer. Okay. Start it up. I'm going to hit the I key again, see if it does anything. I'm wondering if it's not letting me dump the fertilizer because I have so much of it. I mean, this thing holds a heck of a lot. And maybe it's saying, you know, that's so much, I don't know how much I can dump out. There's not enough room or something. But the thing that bothers me is I've done it before. I did it on, with this same piece of equipment, pretty sure, on Don Diego. I did it on Don Diego. I remember doing it. Right. So, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I don't think I can hire a worker and do this. Look, it's painting right over the stubble. Is painting it out of existence. That's cool. At least you can see where you fertilized, right? That's cool. Funny, funny, funny. All right, I'm gonna do this. Here, I'm gonna do kind of a headland thing, and then see if I can hire a worker and make it work. I doubt if it will, but. So I guess it doesn't actually do the stubble. What it's erasing is the well, it's not windrow because what would they call that? Chaff, I guess. It's chaff, but it really isn't chaff. It's like a powder, a dust, if you will. Because there's no windrow, it took whatever was on the field and just turned it into like a dust, and just spread it out in that little area there. There goes that shadow again. It's kind of scary. The plane shadow. That rumble you hear is not a plane. It's the train sitting behind me. It's supposed to be a passenger train that just sits at the depot, and it's for kind of show. I don't think it actually does anything. Yeah, see, this fertilizer should not fertilize where it knows there's already fertilizer. So let me see if I can actually hire a worker and it doesn't go clear to the end and get stuck on something. Like stuck on Band-Aid, you know what I mean? So I'm going to hire a worker and see if it'll actually finish up what I've started here. And then when it does, we'll start cultivating. In the meantime, what else have I got to do? Well, you know what? First of all, I need to find out if cultivating is the thing. Okay? Okay, it doesn't say that it needs liming and or plowing. This field right here also does not say that it needs to be plowed and or limed. Okay, that's good. So we don't have to plow, we just cultivate. I'm definitely going to do a course when I fertilize that big one behind me there. While we're waiting, though, let's go find out what else we got. This one's done. This one we're just waiting for this end here to fully grow. It hasn't done it yet. This needs to grow out before I can, I think. And then let's check. This is grass is ready to pick up. I missed a patch of corn. That's not bad. But this needs plowing. So, okay. So I'll get the plow out here and work on this field. It needs plowing. This one, just like the others that we're working on. This one, just like the others that we're working on. Alright. So did I miss one? Yes, there's one over here. This one. And it's already done. I just need to fertilize it and weed it. And I got to get to it before it goes another stage. Oh, it's not fully weeded. Well, fertilizing first. We'll take care of the fertilizing. Whoa! Ran into a brick wall. How many times does that happen that you've run into a brick wall? By golly, I think it works. I think it's working. I think it's working. Alright, so hey, I tell you what. Let's go find Big Bud. Let's get this guy going though first. Let's stop the driver. Turn that off. Start the rig. Mosey on off the field. Alright. And then grab this guy. He's already got his 2 combined courses. So we'll run him over here. Get it lined up. And drive the course. Hopefully it's going to start at the start and end at the finish. No, it's not. Okay, that's just not right. Oh, don't go that. Oh, darn it. What did I do? Okay. Now, start at the start, end at the finish. This guy's in the road. He's not going to get by a train, though, so that's good. That's not the plow. I got to remember what is going on. The plow is on Big Bud. So, and it's really doity. Uh-oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm lost on my own farm. Happens, doesn't it? Some people that listen to me say that, you know, that they think I don't know what I'm doing on the farm because I ask a lot of questions. Like I'll come up and say, oh, wow, why did that corn not get done? And typically there's a percentage of people that want to answer that for me. So they'll send a comment and they'll say, because when you set your course, you didn't, you know, set it on that corner, or, you know, they're going to give me an answer. When I talk on my videos, I do a lot of rhetorical talking, and rhetorical means that you make a statement that you don't intend anybody to answer for whatever reason. And in this case, it's because I already know the answer. I'm just talking because if I'm not talking, there's nothing for you to hear, and I might as well just be playing the game and not recording. So I talk a lot rhetorically because I don't expect there to be an answer. And it's kind of funny. It makes me laugh. I know my wife will watch. I've said this before. My wife will watch as I'm editing videos and stuff, and she's reading, and sometimes she says, "God, Rudy, these people must think you're just an idiot." And I said, "I know. Isn't it funny? It's entertaining. That's why I do it. I do it because I worked at a radio station, and if you're not talking or playing music, you have what they call dead air. If you have dead air on a radio station, there's no vision. You're not watching anything. It's not like TV. Radio's a little different. It's all audio. And if you have dead air because nothing's playing or nobody's talking, people turn the channel and they may not come back. And you don't want that. I have the same theory on my videos. If I'm not talking, then, where's the entertainment? And so sometimes I talk kind of nonsense. Like, I'll be driving along like this, and I'll get out, and I'll be coming around, and I'll say, "Oh my God, look at all the poo. I wonder what I'm going to do with that." Well, somebody's going to want to say, "I think you should pick it up and either take it and sell it or store it." I know that. I'm just talking to fill up the video, if that makes any sense. And I'm just so used to it, it just comes natural. I'm just talking all the time. Now, I never used to be that way. I'm a very quiet man. I don't talk all that much, or I do, but only if you get me started. So, if you get me started talking, I'll talk until I'm blue in the face. If I've got something to say, it's got to be something, I have a knowledge of, a subject or something like that. Then I talk. My wife was always trying to get me to go to Christmas parties and stuff during the holidays, and I hate going out. And the funny part is I'm not that social. And so she'd have to convince me to go out because I don't want to go. I won't go out on my own. And she'll prod and push and cajole and beg me to go. And finally, for her sake, I'll say, okay, I'll go. Let me get dressed. But I'm not going to have fun, and I'm not going to talk to anybody. Now, we get to the party, and somebody starts talking to me and gets me started. And the next thing you know, I got the whole crowd sitting around listening to me. And pretty soon Carol will come up and say, "It's getting late. We need to maybe go home." And I'll say, "What? No, I'm not ready to go." When I didn't want to go in the first place. So that's kind of my personality. So when I practiced enough to decide that I could do videos like this and try to be a little entertaining, I just get used to it. I've had people ask me, you've heard me say this before, I've had actually people ask me if when I'm just playing the game for fun by myself, or any game, not necessarily this one, but any game, if I still talk. And it always makes me giggle because, yes, sometimes I do. As a matter of fact, quite often I do. Sometimes my wife, it just freaks her out because she'll walk by my office and the door will be open and she'll hear me talking. And she'll come in and say real quietly, "Are you recording?" And I'll look up and say, "No, why?" "Well, you're talking." "Oh, I guess I am." It's kind of foreign to me if I just, okay, so like right now I'm going to quit talking. All right, I'm back. That literally drove me crazy because I had about a million things to say in that very short period of time, which would have made absolutely, no difference really. It's just blather. But I had a hard time not talking in that very short period of time. It's weird. It's just weird. And again, in real life, I'm not like that. All right, I got to figure out what to do here. I don't think that I've got a fertilizing course to do on this field, which is field 8. But see, I'll just keep talking. Like I'll say, okay, now let me make sure I line this up on the edge, like this right here. It's kind of funny because basically what I'm doing is I'm actually verbalizing what's going through my brain, if you know what I mean. Okay, I've got to line this up. I want to line this up so that I make sure that spray is on all parts of that I've got enough hanging over the edge. Now see, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm just verbalizing it because of the video. It's as simple as that. I'm going to do a course here, though. So, I don't think I have one. This is field 8, did I say? Field 8, I don't think I do. Lime, harvest, plow, seed. Yeah, I don't. So, we're going to do a course here. Course generation, field 8. Field 8, and all of this is going to be fine. It's 48 meters. We're going to do one pass, I guess, around, and it's going to be counterclockwise. So let's do that, and then generate field course, and then we'll wait down here till it's generated. There it goes. Escape. All right, this is field. Whoops. Field 08, Fert. Oh no, I said herb instead of herb. Oh well, I'm not changing it. Heck with it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Where we go. Alright, now he should take over and do a better job of lining up than I did. See what I'm doing there. Anyway, let's go on with the next field that's going to be cultivated. Is going to be that one that I'm working on right here. So let's just pull this guy around so he's ready to take off. I'm just going to park him up here for a minute. Right here. Let's stop him. I want to check something. Let me get out of here. I want to check something. Animals. How many days has it been? And see, there's still no food. These guys are supposed to be feeding my animals, but they're not. And I've been told if you wait long enough that they will. But nobody's getting food. So I don't know how this works. Well, you know what? That's a question for another day because I'm out of time. I hope you had fun. I'm going to end the episode here. If you did, give it a like. Share it with a friend. Because if you don't share it with a friend, YouTube's not going to share it with anybody, so I'm stuck not getting new subscribers. Anyway, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't, and remember, if you do subscribe, to hit the bell if you want notified. I've heard other people say that, and I've never said it before, but what I'm finding is I've got people that have been subbed to me for years, and they keep having to redo it for whatever reason. So it's really funny because I'll get an email that says, oh, such and such just subscribed to you. Well, that's odd. They've been subscribed to me for the last 2 years. So anyway, I'm going to end it with that. And hopefully I'll see you back again in the next episode. Happy farming.